Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We're going to be doing one of the travel missions this time, and I'm not sure precisely where we're going to be going, but having a look at You Shall Not Pass, this actually goes up against city guards, which I don't think I've ever fought. So it seems like a good plan. I was having a look at the fact that we've got 100 money, and we're pretty close to being level 3 with both of these. And I was thinking about the enhancements that we could do on the Doomstalker. There's really quite a lot, but having a think about what our final build is going to be like, most of the cards that you see here, we're not actually going to have in our final deck. The key ones that we're going to have are a Moment's Peace, which I'm going to select right now. Detonation, because this is just always awesome when it guarantees 3 damage to surrounding mobs. Frightening Curse, because that allows us to reuse our dooms. Race to the Grave for the constant damage happening at the start of every turn on that doom. And the final one that we've currently got is Relentless Offensive, which is our level 2 one that we picked. I would love to put something on Relentless Offensive, but that's going to cost us a minimum of 175 to do anything worthwhile on this. We could like add to the attack, but really if we're targeting multiple mobs, we want to be poisoning, we want to be wounding, we want to be disarming, something like that. Moment's Peace. We've got 2 options, the move and the heal. Adding to the heal, I'd really want to be like doing strengthen or something like that, so we could move, heal, and then attack afterwards. On the move, adding an additional move seems useful. Adding a jump seems useful. Both of those are quite expensive though, and at this point in the game, I think we're better off saving our money, which is a horrible thing to say. So we're going to be leaving that well enough alone. But I do love the fact that the Guildmaster mode allows us to level up all the characters individually, whereas the main game, once you've got the city up to a certain level of prestige, any new characters you make come in at that level, and you don't really have a chance to understand the cards as you're playing with the character. So Guildmaster mode is definitely a good way of learning what you like about characters and what you don't, so that you can plan for your final build. Right, with that rambling aside, let's move on to You Shall Not Pass. So we're heading to find out why traders have stopped returning the routine trips to Amberhill, and I'm assuming that these guys are just killing everyone that comes their way. Encounter on the route. You hear the clashes and clangs of what sounds like a fight taking place up ahead. As you draw near, you see a Savas and an Inox locked in a fierce duel. They both notice your arrival and call for your aid. So we could help the Savas. We can't help the Inox because we have a Savas with us. We can attempt to break up the fight without killing either, or we can ignore them. Let's help the Savas, seeing as we have a Savas on the side. You side with the Savas and the Inox flees, seeing he is outnumbered. The Savas thanks you for your assistance, but apologises for not having anything tangible to give you. Before you part ways, the 4 power cores in his chest glow brightly as he offers you elemental aid for your next encounter. Infusing the 4 elements he has attained mastery over. Well, we'll have Earth, Air, Ice and Fire at the start. That's going to be useful for alpha striking. More and more traders have gone missing on routine jobs to Amberhill. With an increasing amount of families asking you for help, you finally decide to investigate. The journey through the woodland to Amberhill is uncomfortably peaceful. Could this really be the journey that so many have not returned from? You arrive at Amberhill's gate, and a voice quickly stops you in your tracks. Halt, travellers! By order of the Keyport Militia, Amberhill's gates are closed to outsiders. You can see the blood on the cobblestones beyond the gate. Stressing your need to enter, you advance towards the gates, and the city guard close in around you. Right. I think we'll try and get the Elementalist to be the opener. And we can get the Doomstalker to open the room. I just need to remember that it needs to be the Doomstalker to do it. Or we could go for Scrambler, which is just easy to keep on top of. Let's go for Scrambler. I'm sure this is going to be fine. Closed to outsiders? Who do they think they are? Well, I guess we know why traders never came back. No, they clearly aren't going to let you go. Take them down, and we can investigate further. Okay, let's have a proper plan. Recently, I've not been doing my planning properly. So there's only 2 rooms, so there would have been a door, but there is a lot of guys in this room to start off with. Getting a detonation in on them would be nice. There's also that trap there if we can like pull this guy onto it and take advantage of that. With all the elements currently infused, our biggest damage, Ice Spikes is a good solid option. Crystallizing Burst isn't going to do the damage that we need, although it would hit a lot of people, but with the shields it's not really going to help. So I think we're going to be doing Ice Spikes. And we could do Frigid Torrent as well. So this is potentially a big hit, but my thinking is if we do the Ice Spikes on like these 2 and then Frigid Torrent on these 2, pulling this guy onto this, we could maybe do like a big detonation core and kill a whole bunch and just burn 1 card to do it. Which is not bad for a first turn. It's pretty good as far as Alpha Strikes go. Following on from that, Race to the Grave is always good. We really want to set ourselves up for multiple attacks though. So what I might do is get Rain of Arrows going. We can't do Rain of Arrows and Frightening Curse at the same time. We can do Rain of Arrows and Detonation though. And we're still going faster than the Elementalist, which is, I think, a good thing. It's going to be interesting to see where they end up moving. If he moves fast enough, he's going to dodge that trap and a whole pull plan is going to fail. But we can always switch it up to working with some of the other traps. They're moving slower than us. They are, however, moving and attacking, and the archers are doing quite a lot. Okay, let's try and get the detonation in here. And we'll get Rain of Arrows ready. And hope that that's a smart plan. Ice Spikes, maximum damage and the wound. Yeah, let's do it on these 2. Okay, did no damage to that guy, which is a bit of a shame. We could bring fire back next turn, but I don't think it's really necessary. Let's rotate this round so we're hitting both of these. That's really unlucky. We'll pull you. All the way to there. And I'm going to pull you this way and just lock you behind. Going invisible isn't really going to help because they're just going to go after the Doomstalker. So, yeah. Nasty. I think we're tanking. It's a little bit of damage. It's a little bit more damage. Well, that's nothing. That's more. Let's ignore that with the shadow armor. Okay. If we do 1 damage to you, you'll blow up, you'll kill this guy and damage this guy. What can we do that's going to either heal us? Do we have any healing? We don't have any healing beyond resting. So let's say encompassing shadow so that they at least get a disadvantage. And we can do stoking hail to stun one of these guys. And then we can go invisible with our... Let's go Race to the Grave, Frightening Curse. No, Swift Trickery, Frightening Curse. So, my thinking is we move away. We can go invisible, but we're going to be giving them a disadvantage, so maybe we just back into the corner and buy ourselves a little bit of time. In the meantime, Swift Trickery allows us... Frightening Curse first allows us to transfer the curse to someone else. Swift Trickery allows us to blow you up and transfer the curse up this way. And with our current plan, we'd be able to move the explosion up here, maybe. I think it's going to be fine. Guards are moving a little bit and strengthening. The archers are attacking at quite the range, though. So, Frightening Curse. And I didn't pay attention to the difference between our tops and our bottoms, which is going to be slightly problematic. We do want to be tanking as much as possible this turn, so I guess moving to here is the right thing to do. One, two, three. Yeah, we'd be able to get the stun on this guy. Let's step on in. They're going to get disadvantage on us if they attack. We'll get the stun on you, although you're only going to move one. Let's actually get the stun on this guy. So when he blows up next turn, he'll at least do some worthwhile damage. In terms of stuff we can do next turn, I think if we do Shaping the Ether, we can get another stun off. So let's get some cold out. Let's wince over this incoming damage. Ooh, that is painful. That's fine. Next turn he'll die and kill this one. So you need to be dealt with. Shaping the Ether would give us that direct damage against him. We could also Formless Power him just for maximizing our actual output. Let's say Infernal Vortex and Formless Power, and we'll just try and do straight damage to him. I think we need a Moment's Peace over here, so let's go Race for the Grave and a Moment's Peace. Race for the Grave, we might be able to shoot one of the other things. Or maybe we do Multi-Pronged Assault, actually. I don't mind burning cards a little bit this early because we're still at a very early party level. And if we do Multi-Pronged Assault, we could maybe pull someone onto one of the traps as well. It's range 3. 1, 2, 3. So we do need to move in a little bit closer. It'll be sufficient, but I don't think we can pull people sideways. And from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's too far. So let's get to here. A little bit of healing. Multi-pronged. Let's do the whole pulling, and we'll hit both of these guys. Killed the one we wanted to. Let's pull you onto the trap. That thins out the archers quite significantly. Okay. Let's hit you with something worthwhile. Cool. They're going to die when this guy detonates. Which will be before the guards actually move. That's painful, but it's fine. Okay. Rain of arrows. Take the shot. There is no one in range for us to actually target, unfortunately. So what are we going to do? We're going to... Solid bow will be a decent attack on him. And probably vital charge just to give us a little bit of movement to start picking up some of this gold. We don't have anything that's going to allow looting, so let's just go for those two. Hey, they're doing more traps. That's annoying. For 1 damage, I don't want to have to burn a card, but I will burn a card. Let's lose fresh kill. Solid bow. Ooh, we could... let's doom him. Undo. Because we could use the healing, actually. There we go. And now we can gather the gold at our leisure. And with a move 4, we're not actually really going to do that. Let's start from the back and work our way forwards. This is going to be the difficult choice, is spending time to grab these things versus just moving on. So step in there. Do nothing else. Grab this. Ah, we didn't get opener for the Elementalist. That's a shame. There's going to be plenty of experience though, so I'm not worried about us failing to achieve our goals. Step in, get this gold, and then we're both going to do long rests. So long rest over here, long rest over here, and we will lose... I don't want to lose any of them. Vital charge, I think we do have a moment's peace to keep us going. Or crippling noose. Crippling noose. It does mean we're not doing the traps, which we really need to be doing for the Doomstalker to get their other perk, but we can do that over time, I'm sure. And over here, I think we'll lose Crystallizing Blast. It's nice because of the area, but we need to mod it really to get the benefit. Okay, we need to move at least 3 and at least 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say Doomstalker moving 4. There's move 4. And let's go with Vital Charge. That brings you round to like here. Elementalist, move 3. There's a move 3. And short Formless Power. we could get a battle bore out. We'll keep with what we've got at the moment, but the thought is there. The thought is there we could have a battle bore. Right, we should be able to move up to the door. So I want something that's going to move and give us fire, stoking hail. That means next turn we can ice spikes when we move into the room. And on this side, I think we're going to want detonation again in the next room. We can use a moment's peace to move up to the door and race to the grave for the moment. Oh, that's right. Let's use our boots because I don't want to go over the trap. Fully healed, ready for the next room. And on this side, we are all ready to go. Okay, let's push in. So, encompassing shadow and ice spikes, I think it's a good combination. It's going to get us in the room, give them a disadvantage, and hopefully something's in range for us to hit with the wound. As for this side, if we go with detonation and swift trickery, I don't know which way round we'll end up doing it, but we're probably going to get detonation on something. At the very least, we'll be able to see what's in the room as we decide. And probably staying here is actually a pretty good good bet. What are they going to do? So the archers are going to move to an attack at range 5. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to be able to shoot us even if we step out here. But at least if we step out here, they're going to have to come closer. That's a lot of archers in there. If we step out, 1, 2, 3. You're still in range. So yeah, let's back up a little bit. And we're totally going to hit you with whatever we can. Okay. Now the guards themselves, they're only going to move once, so he's not going to get in range. This is why we gave them a disadvantage. Okay, do we want the detonation? Are they going to get close enough to each other to really warrant it? I mean, I can put it on you and that's going to make it easier to kill you. So, there is that. Put it on this guy. Is he in range? 1, 2, 3, 4. He is in range. Right, let's do it that way. Let's hope we don't quite... Let's pull him closer. We didn't quite kill him. And we can't pull him because of the obstacle. So skip the pull. Thought we might be able to drag him around the side. Ooh, blimey. Right. We can move 2 to get into here. Target you. You're too far away. So Infernal Vortex isn't going to be the thing that we want. Lava Eruption at range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hit a lot if we do it that way around. Okay, we'll go with Lava Eruption. Infernal Vortex to move us in. Lava Eruption to do some damage. And then we're going to make ourselves invisible right here in the doorway area. It's going to have to be a short rest for the Doomstalker. No, we failed on that because we did a long rest anyway for the healing. It doesn't matter, it's minor experience. So, short rest. I don't want to lose Swift Trickery, but I don't want to lose any of the cards we have remaining. Relentless Offensive is a good card. Attack 2 at range 5. It will allow us to do a fair amount. We don't need a Moment's Peace right now. And Race to the Grave would allow us to curse one of them after we've already done Relentless Offensive. If we move slow enough. Shield attack 3 poison, so the guards aren't moving. The archers are still coming in, but they're doing super long range stuff. So, stepping it a little bit. This is going to be a lot less effective, but it's going to target like everyone in that area. Let's move the bomb. Oh, sorry, the Rain of Arrows attack. We're going to have to hit you. That's unfortunate. And the bomb can only go over here, which is not going to really help us. Let's go invisible. We're already generating fire, so we don't need to do anything for that this coming turn. 1 damage is fine. Immobilizing us is annoying, but 1 damage is fine. So at this point, him having the detonation on him is completely pointless. Let's Race to the Grave on you. And we'll do the Relentless Offensive on the 2 that we can actually attack. Hey, that's a reasonable turn up. He's going to die on his next turn anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. Short rest for the Elementalist. Don't like losing Stoking Hail, but I will take it. We're going to get a wound on some of these guys with some ice spikes. But I want to go after everyone else has already gone. So let's try and do that by moving as slowly as possible. On this side, Solid Bow is a good choice. Solid Bow and a Moment's Peace. Maybe even moving slow so they have a chance to attack us first, move in a bit. Attack for range 6, yowza. Well, they're really getting in close, aren't they? I think Ice Spikes on these guys is the smart move. We could move back before we do this. Let's undo, clear the target. And we could also burn cards to do other stuff that may not be super smart. Right. So if we were to do some close range stunning, this guy's going to lose 2 health at the start of each of his turns. if we are in here when the archers kick off, they are going to kill us. Undo. Let's back out. Let's back out and do the smart thing from out of sight. We can only get to here. So one of them can still see us, but that's fine. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. We may as well use the Wand of Infernos. We got lucky with that. Okay, Doomstalker. Solid bow. If we hit this guy, he might die at the start of his next turn. And then we could transfer the curse across. Cool. He will die at the start of his next turn. Let's move on in closer. One, two, three, four, five, six. They're so far away. They are so far away. We're going to have to move in before we can do anything. And we're going to have to move in slowly. So raw enhancement, hoping that they move before us. And formless power. Over this side, I think it's going to have to be a short rest. Okay, we'll lose Relentless Offensive. I sort of want to go late so that these have a chance to move first. Solid Bow doesn't actually matter when we do it though. But I want to get the detonation in on one of these guys. Let's say a Moment's Peace and detonation, and we'll see how things go. Right. Form an attack to range 5 action. That's going to be on you because you are a prime candidate for detonation. Transfer the curse across. That's very painful. I will take the damage for now. Not happy about it. I will also take that damage. Okay, Elementalist. Step on in. And I think we'll hit this guy. Good hit. Doomstalker, right. Get the detonation on you. And we may as well loot because there's no one nearby for us to actually hit. Okay, we're going to have to go as quickly as possible with these. Okay, city guard's staying put. That's no problem. Let's get in closer. The Elementalist. And attack everyone who's close enough to maybe do something. That was a shame about that ×0 there. Right, transfer the curse onto someone who's going to detonate, I guess. You, for what it's worth, it's not going to affect anyone really. Doomstalker. We can get a little bit of healing. Take the elite out. There we go. That was lucky. Okay. Short rest for the Elementalist. We can Ice Spikes this guy and Encompassing Shadow to back away. Short rest on the Doomstalker. We can race to the grave on you before you act, and Solid Bow to shoot the other guy. So race to the grave. Solid Bow. Didn't quite kill him, but that's fine. Elementalist will get the ice spikes on him. So there's 2 gold there, 2 gold there, 2 gold there, 2 gold there. It's all much of a muchness. Let's stand back here. And I will get a wound on you, mate. Very nice. So we're going to miss out on some gold, but the important thing is we achieved our objectives. 22 gold, we've missed out on 10 that's on the ground. That's not bad. With the militia dead, the townspeople begin to emerge from their homes. The villagers have told me this militia came to Amberhill from Mill Pond. That town could be in even more trouble. We should head there next. Neither of our objectives because I wasn't paying attention. Decent amount of ability XP though, so both of our characters are going to be level 3. And we got the Boots of Speed design as well. So, the city guard are killing people now. It's definitely not the kind of protection I pay my taxes for, though I do definitely pay my taxes. Luckily, Amberhill is known for their enchanted wearables, made with a local magical amber tree. And there is the Boots of Speed. I'm not a big fan of the Boots of Speed personally. I never find that deciding after the after the cards have all been revealed, deciding to adjust an individual's initiative up or down makes a big difference. I can see them being situational, but just not for me. So, on to the characters. Let's do the Doomstalker first. Darkened Skies, this is the card that we want. Attack 3, target all enemies within range 3, gain 1 for each 2 targeted enemies. But the most important part, mark an enemy, when they die, perform an attack 2, range 3, target 3. This is a lot of potential damage going out. And press the attack is fine. Attack 2, range 4, add 3 if the target's doomed. It's very similar to existing skills we have. And the retaliate at range is very, very nice. But we want the Darkened Skies. So that's going to go in. And we will take off Multi-Pronged Assault and put that in instead. In terms of the perks, we've already run out Consistency. Let's get Resilient now. That's a good time to do it. And that is the Doomstalker finished, at least up to level 3. Now, as soon as we get a level 3 person and a level 2 person, our party level is up to 2, which means the mobs we're facing are going to be more dangerous, and the gold we get is going to be larger. So it's a very, very good thing. Alright, let's do the Elementalist's level up. We're going to want Burial from the options that come up. Here we go. Attack 3, range 4, Infused Dark. And Area of Effect, potential Curse, potential Immobilize. As opposed to Chain Lightning. And don't get me wrong, I do like Chain Lightning conceptually. I just think that Burial is going to be more useful in our final build. So, start off with X equals 4, range 3, and then you attack X minus 1 on another enemy within range 2 of them, and then X minus 2 on a third enemy, and then you can add Pierce, or you can add an additional one. Chain Lightning is a really nice conceptual skill, but Burial is a consistent attack on the bottom that does a lot of damage and a lot of range. So we're going to take that. And I think we will lose Lava Eruption in order to put it in. Maybe Formless Power. Actually, let's take off Raw Enhancement. Raw Enhancement can go. Burial comes in. Replace a -1 with a +1. That gets rid of our last -1, which leaves us only with the -2. I think that's a very good choice. The perks are all about introducing consistency first. At least in my opinion, that's the best thing you can do, because now statistically, it's really improbable that the Elementalist is going to do badly at all. I'm curious, with Burial, what could we add? So we could spend a fair amount. 125, we're so close to being able to add a consistent wound on the bottom. I do like that. And on the top it would be more expensive because of the area of effect. But that's not something we're really going to care about that much. And actually for the Doomstalker, the Darkened Skies, we can't do anything on the bottom, and the top is a burn ability, so we don't really want to enhance the top ability until we've done all other things. So we're going to leave that as it is. Both of these characters need to be swapped out. So let's switch for the Quartermaster, and hey, the Spellweaver, why not? So we're back down to level 2 characters while we look for our next jobs. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.